Another block pass, and it's the same story. Bagnaia goes back through again.
Yes, Francesco Bagnaia was involved in a car accident under the influence, and we'll get into that later in the video. But let's not forget his 8 wins, 12 podium standings, and then claiming the Moto2 World Championship. The blazing Moto2 World Champion Pecco is not just another average Italian racer, but nothing short of a legend, as you're about to discover. Dubbed the name Pecco, Francesco is an Italian motorcycle racer competing in the MotoGP as a member of the Ducati Lenovo Team. Francesco is recognized for being the 2018 World Champion for the Moto2 Championship, after winning an amazing 8 races across the season. Did you know Pecco was the first world title holder from the VR46 Academy after Franco Morbid Elli in 2017? That's amazing, right? Prepare to be even more amazed. Is Francesco Bagnaia ready for the world stage? Do you think he has what it takes to be a world champion? Let's find out. Francesco's racing career. Francesco Bagnaia was born on the 14th of January 1997 in Turin. He took his first steps as a motorcycle racer in Mini Moto and became the 2009 Mini GP champion. And soon after, he was hired by the VR46 Riders Academy. He participated in the 2011 and 2012 Spanish Moto3 Championships in the 125cc class, after coming in second at the 125 Pre-GP Championship. Francesco completed both seasons with a win and third place in the last standings respectively. Francesco was finally ready for the world stage. In 2013, Francesco had his first Grand Prix debut at the Moto3 World Championship, while riding a Honda with Team Italia FMI. The season was a bummer for Francesco, and there was no way he would be happy with the results. He was not able to get even 1 point after participating in 17 races, and the only good race he could count on was in Sepang, where he was in 16th position. Francesco joined the new Sky Racing team in 2014 with a KTM. He improved greatly after he failed to gain points during his rookie season and was in the top 10 for 5 races out of 7 at the start. He was 4th in Le Mans, which was his best, and set a record for the fastest lap during the race. Francesco did not take part in the Sachsenring and Assen races after an injury. He gained 42 points in the initial 7 races, but the second part of the season did not work out for him as he would have liked because of his injury. At the end of the season, Francesco was 16th overall with 50 points. Francesco scored his first podium in 2015 with Team Asper in the lightweight class. He was in 3rd position at the Le Mans French GP. The next race was in Mugello, where he came in 4th position after missing his spot on the podium with just 0.003 seconds. Francesco was close to acquiring another podium in Silverstone, but unfortunately crashed with just 2 laps remaining. Even after rising 2 positions higher in the championship and acquiring 26 extra points, more than last year with a new bike at Mahindra straight from the 3rd season, the year was still filled with difficulties. Francesco was in the top 10 only 5 times and missed 7 points from 7 races. When the year ended, he was in 14th position in the championship with 76 points. Francesco had his first victory for the World Championship in 2016 at Assen. With 6 podiums and 2 wins, he completed the Moto3 season and finished in 4th position with 145 points. Francesco moved to Moto2 in 2017 with the Sky Racing Team VR46 and claimed the Rookie of the Year award, with 4 podium standings at the end of the season. We did tell you at the start of the video what it would take for Francesco to claim the championship, and here it is. The year 2018 was Francesco's time to shine, and he did that majestically. He won 8 times with 12 podium standings. What's more fantastic is that he claimed the Moto2 World Championship title, and for the next year he was promoted to the MotoGP on the Desmosdici GP bike as a Pramac Racing Team member. It was not just what he did that year, but all his performances in the earlier years that got him the World Championship for the Moto2 class. Wouldn't you agree? Francesco dedicated the first part of the season to adjust to the new category. He then started to shine towards the end of 2019 with an amazing 4th position at the Australian GP. Francesco was still riding Ducati with the Italian satellite team in 2020 when he achieved his first podium in MotoGP as a 2nd place holder at a Grand Prix in his home, Misano Adriatico. He almost won the next event at the same track, even as he was still recuperating from a terrible injury to his right leg that made him miss 3 races. Francesco was determined and talented, and this would pay off when he claimed his place in the Ducati Lenovo Team in 2021, a Borgo Panigale-based factory squad. He claimed his first pole position in Qatar in the Premier Class GP and went on to finish third in the race for a podium finish. He came in second in Portimao, then second again behind the winner at Jerez, Jack Miller. Francesco yet again proved that he was after nothing but success. Unfortunately for him, things went sideways after he crashed at the Mugello GP, and his performance dropped drastically. Francesco was unprepared for this. Nevertheless, he had to accept the outcome. He was almost victorious again at the Austrian GP after finishing in third place. Francesco took a turn for the best at the Aragon Grand Prix. He began by acquiring a pole position and then claimed his first victory in MotoGP with an amazing performance, where he pushed back Marc Marquez for the whole race. Francesco had another amazing win at the San Marino GP only 7 days later. After completing the Americas GP in third position, he was soaring high like an eagle. Unfortunately for him though, the celebrations wouldn't come yet. Francesco had an unfortunate crash at the next Misano race while in the lead, crushing all his hopes for the title. Imagine what a sad moment it must have been, as the Italian had to watch Fabio Quartararo receive the World Championship title that he put all his will into achieving but failed. What was certain was Francesco would not let this pass without redeeming himself. He was determined more than ever to get back to winning, and he did that in the last 2 races of the year by winning at Portimao and Valencia. Francesco finished second in the championship that year, and he is a rider to watch out for in the future. He is determined, talented, and hungry for victories. After a smooth finish of 2021, Francesco aimed to start 2022 with the same energy and claim the title he failed to acquire the previous year. He was optimistic and ready to do whatever it took. So, what about that driving incident? Francesco Bagnaia is in a spot of trouble. Francesco had to apologize after he was involved in a car accident in Ibiza after he failed a breathalyzer test. He crashed a Citroen on the side of the road straight into a ditch early Tuesday morning. The local and Civil Guardia police got to the scene and tested him with a breathalyzer, after which his reading was 3 times the legal alcohol level in Spain. He was lucky not to be injured in the crash, and no one else was involved in the accident. Francesco released a statement claiming he'd been celebrating his victory at the Dutch GP and made a toast. He said he was very sorry for what had happened and apologized to everyone for his stupidity. Ducati made no comments on the matter, and it is unclear what consequences Francesco may face from a MotoGP perspective. He may even be banned from driving anywhere between 1 to 4 years. Some interesting things about Francesco Bagnaia you probably did not know. Number 1, Francesco considers himself a kind of a chef, and cooking is one of his great passions. Just like motorcycles, it's something that he can't give up. He enjoys trying new things in the kitchen during his spare time. His favorite dish, like any Italian, is the classic pasta with basil and tomato, even though he has to cut some meals to stay in good physical condition as a racer. Number 2, Francesco enjoys unwinding on a sofa at his grandparents' home when he's not on the hectic and tiring racetrack. Number 3, Francesco loves watching movies, with some of his favorites being The Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, Star Wars, The Pursuit of Happiness, and Stranger Things. Number 4, Francesco's favorite activities to do when he was young were snowboarding, skiing, running, basketball, and football. Currently, he's a regular at the Juventus Games and a big fan of Lewis Hamilton, a 7-time Formula 1 world champion. Number 5, many teams have always relied on the analysis of coaches to make a difference on the track. For Francesco, that would be Stefano Manzi and Casey Stoner. Stoner provided Francesco with technical support at the close of the 2021 Grand Prix in the Ducati box. Francesco claims that Manzi was one of the best teammates he's ever had. Number 6, Francesco's top reads are the autobiographies of great sportsmen, and he likes to collect their series. When it comes to music, he's into metal, rap, hip-hop, soul, rock, and pop. Number 7, Francesco does not just collect books, but also trainers from different fashion brands he stocks in his home. Number 8, Francesco's life motto is Go Free, after a local girl told him ahead of the Japanese Grand Prix in 2016. Number 9, Francesco's bike number has changed many times throughout his career. He was a long-time Noriyuki Haga fan and raced with number 41. At the end of the World Championship, he switched again to honour Troy Bayliss and became number 21. After he graduated Moto2 in 2017, he chose 42, then switched to 63 in the 2019 Premier class. Number 10, he was nicknamed Pecco by his sister. His personal life. Much is not known about Francesco's family except for his birthplace. Currently, he's in a relationship with Demisia Castanini, and there were rumours that they were being engaged, but it was never confirmed. They keep the important parts of the relationship secret, but that does not stop them from posting on social media. His net worth. Francesco has a net worth estimated to be between $4 and $6 million, which he's gained from nothing else but his amazing racing career. His social media. For his fans, Francesco has a very strong social media presence. He constantly updates and engages with them on his social media platform. He's on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. He even has a personal website that gives more insight into his career. Pecco is not yet finished. He signed a 2-year deal with Ducati in 2022 and should keep racing for the factory until 2024. Are there more World Championships coming his way in the future? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Be sure to check out Moto Plus for more fantastic videos. See you there!